What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry I've been MIA so long, man. I've been beyond busy. My schedule's finally clearing up. Just so happens right in time for college football season to begin, and I'm beyond excited about this season. I can't begin to tell you guys. I really think we're gonna have a really, really good season. And I'm gonna tell you what, getting the news a couple days ago about Trey Smith and about Aubrey Solomon. I don't know if it's just fan excitement or what it is, but I got a feeling we're gonna make a serious run to East. I really believe that, and I know it sounds crazy. I said that last year, and everyone laughed at me when we came out and won 5 ball games. But I'll tell you what, I really believe in this team. I think we're gonna have a big year. We have a big day tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna tell us a lot. It's gonna tell us a whole lot. I know we're playing Georgia State. It's going to tell us a whole lot because it's going to be our first time, obviously, seeing this team as a unit against somebody else. And even though it's Georgia State, you expect to be able to see fast, physical, execution, just all the things of a championship ball club, guys knowing what to do, being in the right spot. They shouldn't have any success moving the ball on us. We should control both lines of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. We should have guys covered up, covered like a blanket. We should be able to run the ball at will, get open at will. We should be able to do whatever we want on this team at will. And I don't think they should score a point even when we go to our third string guys. I'll tell you what, a third string scholarship guy at Tennessee should be better than the first string scholarship guy at Georgia State. And hey, that's no knock on Georgia State, but it's the truth, okay? For you to get a scholarship to Tennessee, you better be better than anyone else at a team like Georgia State or wherever else, okay? And that's just the way it should be. Now, let me tell you, this team, I think you look at the ESPN, FPI having us, top 15 and all that preseason. I think a lot of that is based on how good our offense has a chance to be. You look at our offense, look at all the receivers we have, look at the running backs we have. You look at our O line has a chance to be really good this year. And that's, people call me crazy. You look at that O line, you look at Trey Smith plugging in there at left guard. That's so huge having him back. I can't begin to explain that. Arguably the best player Tennessee's had in the last decade or so. he's phenomenal. Got him a left guard, one yet left tackle. Expect him to struggle, okay? Unless he's gotten a lot better. Expect to see him struggling. And don't be surprised if by the end of the season we see a move. Maybe have Trey Smith go back out to left guard because he can play all 5 positions. He's our best guy at any position he plays. He's the best one we have there. Put him at left tackle. I think Wyann's going to be better at guard, but we'll see. Hopefully he's improved. But still, just kind of looking at it on paper, you got Wanye, you got Trey Smith. Center we don't know yet. It's probably gonna be Brandon Kennedy. You got potentially K. Rajan Calbert at right guard, who I like him a lot, or Ryan Johnson. And right tackle, Darnell Wright or Marcus Tatum, who's pulling a lot of weight. And by the end of the year, it's gonna be Darnell Wright. And so you look at that and you say, well, we got 3 5 stars across that starting lineup. If you count Trey Smith. And then backing those guys up, we have talent as well. Omer Johnson, Ryan Locklear, Jerome Carvin, those guys. We have some depth on that O-line. I expect the O-line to actually be really, really solid for us this year. We'll see if they learn to block as a unit, but expect them to be really, really solid. And Jim Chain is a guy who I've said before, I don't think anyone's going to come out here and say he's the best coordinator of all time or anything like that. He's a savant or anything like that. But one thing you can't deny is he's got a lot of experience, probably more experience than anyone else in the country when it comes to offense coordinating. And you can expect the offense to be competent. I've said it before. We may not lap the scoreboard, but you can expect us to be able to line up, run our plays, move the ball, keep the chains moving. And I think if we can put up 28 points every single game, I think we're going to be a team that's going to be really, really tough to beat. And I'll tell you why. Like I said, the offense, I think, is the reason people have been kind of high on us a little bit and giving us some little bit of optimism this year. But the defense, in my opinion, is going to steal the show. I think we're going to one of the top defenses in the SEC. I really believe that. I think we're going to be a top 5 SEC defense this year. If you just look at what we have, okay, everybody talks about, oh, they lost all their D linemen. Yeah, we did. I said before, none of those guys were freaking world beaters, okay? And we only played 4 guys all season pretty much, okay? It was 4 guys. This year, we got about 7 or 8 guys that are as good as every last one of those guys from last year. Okay, so we're going to be able to keep these guys fresh, keep them rotating. Okay, this is the second year in the system, so a lot of these guys are going to have a chance to make more plays, because we're going to be locking people down in the back end. Linebackers are going to be filling their gaps, playing their roles a lot better, and the linemen are going to have more time to get back there and make plays. I expect to have a unit up there that's going to be able to stuff the run. We talk about guys like Matthew Butler, who I believe in, Greg Emerson, who I believe in. Talk about guys like Daryl Middleton, Savion Williams coming in from JUCO. Can't wait to see what they're going to do for us. Talk about guys like Kingston Harris. People don't talk about him. I think he's a 4-star guy. He's like 6'5", like 330, and moves well. Elijah Simmons. We have some depth there. You talk about Bumfish, talk about Blakely, guys that have looked good on the clips I've seen in practice. A lot of depth there on that D line. I think that D line is going to be very, very solid for us, and it's going to be phenomenal. If you even look at that linebacking corps, arguably the most talent on the entire roster. Okay, from top to bottom. You talk about, you want to talk about guys like Dane Batuli, Will Ignat, Henry T, J.J. Peterson, Crouch. I want to talk about Shannon Reed, who I was never a believer in, but now, after seeing him, some more clips of him in practice, he's put on weight. He knows the scheme, he knows the system. He can play ball. He runs. He hits. Watch out for him to make a name for himself this year. We've got a lot of guys that can help us out there. You want to talk about outside backers, Daryl Taylor, Crouch as well, outside backer. J.J. Peterson potentially could be outside backer. Roman Harrison, forget his name, DeAndre Johnson. We got guys. Okay, we got guys in that linebacking room. And I think we got a good number of them that are going to be playing on Sundays. Okay, a good number of those guys are playing on Sundays. Secondary, I think arguably the most talent we have across a starting unit besides receivers. Receivers is freaking unbelievable. But you talk about the top four. You talk about Bryce Thompson, Alontae Taylor, Nigel Warrior, and Flowers, who I think is going to have a breakout season this year. I think we got 4 guys that also could play on Sundays. Okay, now I know Bryce Thompson's out indefinitely. Hopefully he comes back. But we got Warren Burrell is probably going to be starting for him. Now, we do lack depth, in my opinion, in the secondary, okay? We don't know what guys like Tank McCullough are going to give us. Guys like Aaron Beasley, Tice Fields. We don't know about those guys yet. Okay? We don't know about those guys yet. But, if there's one thing we do know is that Pruitt and his staff know how to evaluate talent. And if they've brought these guys on board, they can probably play ball. Okay, he hasn't really missed on anyone that he's signed. He hasn't really missed on any of them, and that's phenomenal. So, I think this is gonna be a big, big season for us. What's gonna tell the tape for me is obviously, hey, we're playing fast and physical. Are we winning the line of scrimmage? Are we struggling at all to push those guys back? If we're struggling at all, let me tell you something. A long season, we should not struggle at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion to have our way at the line of scrimmage. Are we missing tackles? Hopefully not. Okay? Hopefully not. I want to see a whole lot of physical. As soon as we hit them, they're going straight down type of hits. You know what I mean? I think about the Seahawks, whatever year that was. They played Denver in the Super Bowl, played against Peyton Manning, couldn't do a thing against those guys. I expect us to look like that defense all year long. That's what I want to see. Okay? That's what I want to freaking see. What's going to tell the tape as well is offensively. We don't know what we're going to do. We have no idea what to expect. From what I've seen in clips of practice, looks like we're going to be a shotgun-heavy team, which I used to hate that, but I don't hate it anymore as long as we're doing different things out of those looks, okay? We got to mix it up. But pretty much everything I've seen has been either traditional gun or it's been pistol. So we'll see kind of how that works, but we can still get downhill and run the ball from that as well, and our strength is our receivers. So if we're going to be airing it out, I think that's great. Now, with that comes Jarrett Garantano. Let me tell you, JG, hate to put the pressure on you, but this team is going to go as far as you take us. If you still can't make pre-snap reads, if you still can't throw the ball and not take sacks and hold on to it all freaking day, guess what? We're going to lose every freaking game. Okay, we may go out here and lose Georgia State. It's on you, JG. It's all on you. If you see 9 guys are blitzing, how about we check to something else? Okay, get the ball out of your hand quick. You don't have all day. Okay, we don't have 10 guys to block for you. All right, we only got like 5 to 6 guys, maybe 7, maybe 8. If we super duper max protect, but typically it's gonna be 5 to 6 guys. Get rid of the freaking ball, please. Find a guy, throw it up. You got Juwan James, Marquez Callaway, all these big tall guys. Throw it up to these guys, please. Give them a chance. Give them a freaking chance. We'll go as far as you take us, and that's gonna tell the tape. Because I'll tell you what, Everywhere else, we are locked down solid. And we have a pretty good amount of depth everywhere besides, I think, the secondary. We have a lot of guys that are unproven. And even on D-line, a lot of guys unproven. But the talent is just, it's there. We have talent everywhere on this team. And, maybe not a lot of big name recruits and all that. But these guys can play ball. Pruitt's done a great job evaluating these guys. We got a lot of talent. I'm expecting us to have a big, big game. I like to see us jump out early, 35-0 in the blink of an eye, and maybe we kind of take a foot off the gas and, score 3 more touchdowns. Maybe win this game, 49 or, maybe 56-0, 56-3. I'm expecting one of those type of games. That's what I want to see. Complete domination. And as far as my season prediction, I hate doing these because there's so many variables. But let me tell you, I think we can beat every team on our schedule. Okay, Alabama's always tough. I think we can get Georgia. I think we can get Florida after watching them against Miami. I think we can get those guys. My bold prediction for this year is going to be pretty much the same as it was last year. Okay, we're going to win every game besides Bama. We're going to meet those guys again in the SEC championship game, and look out for us to get the upset that time and make the college football playoff. It's crazy. I know. Hey, people say, "Hey, you're crazy." I'm predicting this team to go. What is that? We'll say 11-2. Okay, I'll say 11-2. We'll lose 2 games. We'll beat the teams we should. Beat a couple teams we shouldn't. We'll be 11-2, and we'll be playing in a pretty big time bowl game after New Year's sometime. So that's my bold prediction. Excited about the season. Got this video out pretty late, but I wanted to get it up before the season actually officially kicked off for us, just so you guys know that I'm on board, and I'm always going to be on board, and I believe in this unit, believe in this ball club. So, again, as always, thank you so much for watching. Tune in for the next video. I'll be doing a recap of this game, trying to get this thing out sometime next week. Thanks again, guys.